I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Lock. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yep. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. J.J. Watt He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chase Claypool, 53 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs.
Sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Broncos nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Block. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 11. Connection made with Chenault. The 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at their
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 14, Broncos nothing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the turnover, here's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
26,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. Third down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke escaping the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Third down. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Good for a Jaguar.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times, because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time Locke will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39.
intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Score, Jaguars 21, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He can't get him down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
16 yards, a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
on 2nd down. It's Lindsey, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
Blocks pass.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's locked. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the... And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, block. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down.
Quick throw outside by Locke. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. We're going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Locke working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Locke again. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL